locked in, so we'll, you know, do a quick refresher, fake out, blindside, gate crash, dimensional drift. If I forget anything at any time, I'm going to click F1. Because I haven't seen a Yoru in quite a while, so it's going to be an interesting one. Smoke for the one-way. Going to be coming in. There's going to be the gate crash. Slowly lined up. I actually can't see it. I don't know if that's a visual bug or what, but... Well, they're looking to push A really quickly for the Nebula side, and Minimize going to be taken out immediately. Molly comes out. It's going to be the first from Maz as well, with the Sheriff up top. Shot from Roden now. 2 plays in the site to deal with. Devour, and they're all going to be shot out by Maz. He lands a few. Devour with his debut game here in the Autumn Cup. Looking for a shot. He finds the third on the Maz. Now needs to be cautious. There's a Viper jump shot from Snowy. First round goes to Pigeon Esports. A very well played first from them overall. 1-0 on the board. And for the side of Nebula, that was a bit of an interesting one. You saw Minimize go for the push with the flash, with the gate crash, tried to get himself in. But yeah. No to Noah Vane. At the moment, it's a 1-0 start to Pigeon Esports. If you don't know, ex-Bandits, if you missed it. And I'm a little bit interested to see about this Yoru pick. Saw the gate crash, try to go for it. He's going to toss it out, though. Mundy going to find him with a judge. He's looking for a little bit more at a long range, and well, we've seen quite a hefty amount from that judge at a range like that. Issa goes for the peek. He sees 2. He lines them both up. Quick kills from Issa. Peek out through middle. Oh, Snowy, this is probably not the angle you want to fight. Your head's showing. And so is the other player. Ronan is around for the flank. Might be catching a player mid here in just a second. And so is Maz. He's looking for it, and he will find it lined up. Snowy finds Jesse. Flawless round here from Pigeon Esports. They take another. Very interesting start to this game. I have to say, Devour picking up some nice kills. Very good from him. Turret out for the moment. It's going to be Mundy over towards the A site this time. They've rotated him over. He's here with Ronan there, back him up. You know, after losing 2 rounds in a row, it's Pigeon Esports now to a bye. Oh, sorry, Nebula now to a bye. Pigeon Esports already have Spectres. Got to pull up the kill feed there. Our drone goes out from Jesse. Shots to come in as well. And Mundy just going to be playing close with that judge. He knows that the side of Nebula have to push into him. Smoke comes out. Gate crash. Flash comes in. It's going to be minimized, though, to line up to 2. Mundy and Ronan being taken out. Wall goes up. The door goes down. 3 left to retake here from the side of Pigeon. Dart coming into play. Have to be cautious on this push here. Snowy's still trying to aggress. He's been slow orbed. He's been Nebula. He's been battered. He's been bruised. He's been taken out completely. Issa now left towards short. There's a few low HP bars. He can maybe steal away a gun or 2, but this is bonus here for the side of Pigeon Esports. Nothing else. Minimize on top of the wall. Let me play it towards top mid here. Rurls might be peeking for it in just a second. Looking for it and will find it. Issa gonna be taken out. It's gonna be a 3rd round, and apologies, I'm just gonna quickly turn down the audio. I don't know if it's loud in your ears. It's loud in mine. Hopefully it's not overpowering though. Yeah, apologies for pulling up. You got enough time to go in the astral form, it would seem. Rurls, a very nicely played round from him and Minimize. Collecting on some nice kills. Stars go up early on, and it's a bit of a stack towards this A side this time for Pigeon Esports. Maybe expecting cheeky little play to come in. Gonna be Maz going for the peak. Over towards mid-con. And it's interesting to see Tax, I guess, now adopting this more duelist heavy style of play. Going for the Jet this time. Normally a Phoenix player. It's known to play a bit of Raze here or there, but here's Minimizes, you know, doing a little bit more of a tactical in this game. Mundy. Blindside comes out. The fake out comes in. Mundy collects 2 with the judge, and you can never doubt a shotgun at a range like that, and that pulls the rotation potentially over towards his A site. All goes up from Snowy. Screen goes down. Issa. Start to hear some footsteps come about in this B site. They're going up the laneway. Issa needs to put his presence to mind, needs to put himself in a good spot, but he's not going to be able to. Devour's going to take him out. Put the spike down, and 4v3 retake here in this 4th round. Morale's a little bit far away, I have to say. Maybe on for a lurk. Door shut out. A peek-a-boo comes in. Snowy to aggress. They have to deal with Rolls, who's still back at B main. Turret goes out. And shots to come in. Issa, Jesse. No shots to come in. Devour takes it. Ronan takes another, and they're going to drop another. Mundy takes his 3rd of the round, and that's going to be Pigeon Esports taking their 3rd of the game. Very nicely played from them overall. Of course, if you missed the pregame and you don't know who Pigeon Esports are, you're living under a rock. It's Bandit Esports. They're ex-Bandits, I believe. I don't know what's happened. The org went their separate ways with the team, so now they're sporting an interesting name, I have to say. Trying to win the fans over. You've definitely won my hand over here, Pigeon Esports. And 3-1 to start it off, though. It's going to be a buy again for Nebula. Ult available. Res available for Devour. For the knives of Maz. And now it's interesting to see Issa going for a cheeky little bit of knowledge. He's gonna send out a shock dart. Doesn't find any damage though. It's Maz to find the first shot. Picking out market though. The res comes out. Mundy going for the peek. He's tagged. Tax quite low. Tosses out the swarm. Looking for a little bit of damage. He's just looking for anything to set them up for this hold. He's rotated positions with him. For the moment, they've backed up the V-main for the side of Nebula. This is interesting to say the least. Left Maz towards middle. He's got the alarm bot to cover him as well. But yeah, Nebula. They're thinking about the rotate out, but they're thinking about the rotate back in. Trying to bait it out, but they haven't really called Pigeon for a rotate. This is an interesting... Oh, wait, no, Issa. He's thinking about it. And upturn face, he's back. Maybe. He's thinking about it.
Who's next?
Now the dimensional drift to come out from Minimize. Mundy sees him. He knows he's trying to drop into this site. He's going to go for the dissipate. He's going to go for the gate crash back to B main. Now it's up to Mundy trying to hold down this site, and he will not find it. Minimize with a perfect bait. Now to the site. Snake's bite comes out. Snowy finds another from CT. They're denying the spike play for the moment. Minimize up in markets, found one, but they hear the spike going down. They're going into the site. They're going into the duels worlds. Now Ronan in the stairs position. It's Ronan to win it out. It's another to be found by Pigeon Esports. I thought Minimize had it. Ronan's got plenty of time. Sprays the rain of love heart. He gives his love and condolences to Nebula. That's 4 now on the board, and an interesting start here. Nebula looking a little lost on their takes at the moment, and you can see the side of Pigeon Esports, they're able to capitalize here. And yeah, this is a interesting turn of affairs. Nebula looking a bit out of sorts, you know, losing Dragon and swapping up the duelist play here, putting tax to the Jet. And going for Minimize on the Yoru. I have to say, a little bit of a shake-up, but an interesting one. He's the spots one. He's looking to go front and forward with his judge. He's tempting fate right now. Tax on the other side, yet to find a kill. Issa, they gotta know he likes to play range. Oh my god, was that a one shot from Issa? Okay, this gun's busted. Yeah, I'm with Tax. Types out his condolences, puts the GG in chat. Minimize though. I stuck through CT. He's looking for a wrap, but he might be found by Mundy. Very well read. Another found from Snowy. That spike dropped.
Down mid.
Nebula, what is happening right now? We're a little bit under the pressure and a little bit hot under the collars already. Issa. One bullet judges tax, and by God, that gun needs to be nerfed. Right, if you hear me, make it happen. Valorant dev team, please. That's just absurd. It's $1,500. He one-shot a guy with a Vandal. Group up now, it's Rails and Jesse. Hunter's Fury available. A ton of ults available here for the side of...
30 seconds left.
I was almost about to say Bandit. It's Pigeon. Almost... I have Spike, though. This is rough for the side of Nebula. They're probably just going to have to save. Keep the guns for a rainy day. Ronan. We're going to go aggressive and find a cheeky little kill here. I have to say, this is not what I expected from the start of this game. Nebula, you know, one of those revered teams on paper, still have a core of 4. They're just looking a little lost at the moment. The AOC result, not the greatest. And at the moment, to kick this game off, not the greatest either. 5-1 now. The side of Pigeon Esports, maybe Bandits is holding them back. Bit of an interesting shake-up of their roster as well. Mazza being very inclusive in his alias, but you know, it makes it hard to understand who he is as a player. But again, I give my props to him. You know, he's supporting a bunch of different communities here very, very sportingly. He's going for the op shot. He's not gonna get it. Toxic screen backed up. Smoke cloud burst. Dart comes out. Get out of my way. Now into the site. As the gate crash is dropped in the middle. Shot coming up from Maz, though. He takes tax midair. Here's the knives be popped. Stim goes down. The gate crash is in sight if they want to use it. Bucky in the hands of Minimize. They're just going to set up for the take now. Ronan's awfully cautious. Shot comes out. Smoke comes in. Wall goes up. Slow orb goes down. Flash comes out here. It's the blinding light. It's going to be one from Ronan. It's going to be a second to capitalize on Minimize. Now last left alive. His gate crash still there if he wants to use it. He's going to toss out another blind side to go himself in. Gate crashes back sight. Reposition. 3v1 for Minimize. Mundy going to be peeking. Man, he's actually going to get warbangs. Dimensional Drift picks up the spike. Minimize is piecing out. And Issa knows he's on the dip. Maz is still here. Issa can hear the footsteps. Here's the fake out. He knows he's got to be going towards B, though. Minimize on the slow wrap. He's got 20 seconds. He needs to work quickly. Now, gate crash to come in. He's going to teleport safely with that cross. The fake out again, and for the moment, Minimize down to this 2v1. Both players mark it. Dart comes out from Issa. Minimize avoids it. Out of B main he goes. Does Issa expect it? He's jumping, he's judging. Cloudburst onto B main. Minimize still gonna peek through. He's only able to see them before spraying them. Issa again with the judge. Judgment day here for Nebula. It's going to be another on the board. It's 6. Crazy seems. And we look at the scoreboards here. It's not even Pigeon having to burn all too many ultimates. It's very interesting and a little bit unfortunate for Nebula at the moment. Trying for a little bit of a composition swap. Tax to the jet. Minimize. Normally prone smoker. Don't expect to see this kind of composition. Shot miss from Mazza. He's going to cloud burst him out to safety. He's going to fall back very, very far. It's to back off completely. Short pick going to come out here. It's a shot from Snowy. Poison orb goes out. Hunter's Fury being popped by Issa. Not going to quite hit its mark. Minimize up through short. Looking to be traded. Oh my god, Maz. That's a brave peek. And that's a brave angle to fight. Good Issa to back him now. Shot. Jiggle. Rails. He's going to be spotted on the take. But Dart comes out. Cheeky little one from Minimize.
Spike planted.
Bit of a smart call here from the side of Nebula. As got themselves up on the site. Wall going to be shot out. Issa going to be peeking every to and fro angle. And again, the lockdown comes out. Hunter's Fury being pulled immediately. Cosmic Divide, the peek from Issa. Lockdown's down, but Mundy's now in the site. He finds one. It's now up to the duel. It's Maz the first versus Jesse. Cosmic Divide, smoke up, drone out. Isn't going to ping him. 36 HP. Maz just trying to bait for it. Dart doesn't actually hit him. He can't see the player. Here's the tap come out. He's waiting for the peek. He's waited out the time perfectly. Jesse, perfect post plant position. Perfect play. Dash forward. Maz going to be taken out. It's going to be a second round taken by Nebula. But a valiant effort, I have to say, from Pigeon. They almost strung together that round. Taxes James Bond 007 at the moment on the jet. He's having a rough one, to say the least. Nebula, they're still having a bit of fun, to say the least, you know, after a bit of an unfortunate start to this game. Smoke goes up, alarm bot goes in it. So now we're gonna back off. Have to be awfully cautious of mid. Mundy rocking the double knives. Bit of an interesting purchase. Alarm bot has been triggered towards middle. Shot from Snowy though. This one on the one way. Tax now 0-8. Not what you want to see from a revered CS prodigy now turned Valorant pro. Door gonna be shot out. Mundy gonna tuck in the corner. He's gonna swarm it out. Looks for the peek, actually. He's gonna be pinged on the dart. They know where Mundy is. But still, he's gonna play underneath for the moment. He's gonna hold the cross. He's gonna be finding one. Issa gonna be finding none. Maz on the shot. Missed opportunity, though. He's able to updraft out to safety. What is going on? Issa now. Jump shot on the minimize, but they're in sight. Nebula with a chaotic take. And found it. Snowy gonna be lining it up. And they're all towards CT. Low HP bars. Vow to hold crossfire. Ronin has an orbital strike. They can flush the back. But the gate crash comes out. They gotta know it. They have to try and approach this slowly but methodically. Do they expect it? Ult comes out. They are gonna flush back sight. They only have to peek front of it. Devour comes out. It's one from Ronin. Now a player tucking beneath the box. It's minimized to find the final kill. Evaporates him into space. Whirls. Finds 3 in that round. Finds 3 on the board for Nebula. An interesting start to this game, but still a little bit close, I have to say. Nebula still with a fighting chance. It's going to be an eco now forced from the side of Pigeon. Then, you know, been dominating this entire half so far. Not used to this kind of territory, and it'll be interesting to see how they opt to play for it. Issa, early dart B main. Mundy with early peek off of that dart. You can see, push from minimize. Might be met with a few players. Fake out comes in. Ronin goes for the peek, though. Snowy has stuck in a winery. Knives to come out. They're going to be missed. Minimize. The gate crash out, and he's gone. Snowy calls for the A take, and now has forced both of his teammates over. Snowy, a bit of a missed call. Has left the site completely open. That was sick from minimize. I have to say, finds the first. Is able to find themselves a B site, completely baiting out the rotation here. Pigeon Esports not quite ready to play. Wall goes up, swarm goes out. That's completely locked out. Minimize, able to get 2 more kills. Snowy to get 2 more himself, but it's 4th round taken for Nebula, and that's more what we expected out of them. A smart bait play to be called from Minimize. Very well played gate crash. He sends it over to B. And then he goes for the A take. Props to him. Using this new Yoru pick. Still experimenting. You can see even under the pressure.
Jump them.
Even under the pressure. That is this rebuild for Nebula after losing Dragon. You can still see Minimize's brain putting in the hard yards. Toxic screen goes up. The dimensional drift now into the site. Flushed into short though. Snowy, it's the first bit of a missed opportunity there from Tax. He gets one onto Snowy, but they're all falling like dominoes. Minimize now in the back of sight. He's going big in the clutch. Once blind sides come out, needs to grab that spike, but he needs to find these kills. Issa hot on his trail. Very well played there. Pigeon Esports hold it down completely. All off the first initial pick being found by Snowy. You saw Minimize go for the teleport, the dimensional drift up through short. Is it going to pay off? And that's the ult down, but he's almost back to it. Minimize showing how to play Yoru here on Ascent. For the side of Nebula, though, it's still the rounds not going all too in their favor. Last of the half. And it's Pigeon in a pretty comfortable lead. The Viper's pick goes up A, and that just means a Nebula might not opt to go to that side. It's completely covered. They're looking to go towards it, actually. Sneaking themselves up through short. Operator in the hands of Tax. He hasn't had any all too great games so far. Currently 1-10. Looking to redeem himself. Ronan looking to launch a smoke. Star goes up. Molly goes to short. Very well played from Ronan. Tactical amidst it. For the side of Nebula. Oh no, Snowy. That's not the time to snake spite. He gives away his position. That's a sight now given up. Shot from Mazza though is good. Finds the first on short. Teleport into it. And they're looking at retake. Ronan's taking the kill on short. They don't have the lockdown. They have the orbital. They have the cosmic. Now goes the retake here. There's a few players battered and bruised. Mundy couldn't see anyone in that orbital. Now down in the 1v1. Op versus Phantom. And it's going to be the shot from Mazza to close it out. The OG competitive player here. COD for CSGO. Now Valorant. A shot of absolute proportions here to close out the half. 8-4 and a bit of a chaotic take. Mundy couldn't see anything in that orbital. It's a bit hard to see players in front. 8-4 now on the score line. It's all to the credit of Mazza. Look at him go. 13-6 in his debut game against a revered strong team like Nebula. This is a little bit of a rough one, to say the least, from Nebula. 1-1-1. Appears to be a pause. No, no pause. 1-1. Ah, Tax's score. 1-1-1. Now Pistol going to be coming into play. And again, apologies for any sort of network issues, any sort of stream stuttering. It's a gate crash over to B. They expect heavy B presence being put into play by Pigeon, but at the moment, Pigeon are just holding their time. They're biting it. Tax gonna go for the top mid play. They've gained a ton of intel. Toxic screen to go up from Snowy. On the side of Pigeon, try to fake it out. They try and bait the rotate. They have to deal with Tax though, still in spawn, being found by Mazza, and now the rotation is called. This is where the side of Pigeon probably try and fake it. They've got the toxic screen at B. They could go for the wrap back here, but no, they're gonna leave it up to Mazza. Smoke dash into the site to cover himself for the moment. He needs to be cautious of Heaven. Royals is up there. Spike goes down. And it's Nebula now to retake. They do spot Mundy behind the generator. He will be taken out by Royals. They have a few more players to deal with. Issa pops out through the A main. There's a player wrapping through Heaven in just a minute. Devour takes one. Snake Spike goes to the spike. Ronan looking for shots right now. He can't quite land them. They're all missing right now here for the side of Pigeon, shots to come out. Snowy, though, going to get the right-click fadeaway on the Royals. This is where he decides to pull the play, but it's not going to pay off. Snake Bite on the spike didn't land far enough. That's going to be around retaked by Nebula. Pistol goes their way, and catastrophic whiffs from both sides, really. That was one of the sloppiest pistol takes I've ever seen, fellas. Bit of an interesting one. We like that word, interesting. Really sums up this this game so far. Wall being held out. I have to say, Devour, he hasn't been doing all too bad, you know, coming into this roster, having a big shoes to fill. He's done a bit of work. Wall goes up B yet again. Oh, that's Maz. No, I thought that was Mundy. That's Maz hitting that shot. Mundy. We're going to retreat a little bit more. Dart being held out. Logs being held by Devour, though. They expect him in the market. 2 low HP bars. You can see this is, I guess, why the side of Nebula opted for the Sage here on Ascent. Prone to take very half engagements. Gate crash to come out here from Minimize. He has to be cautious. He finds the first. Devourer holds the nerve. Now spotted by a few vulnerable players lined up on the 2. Jesse to take a last. Mundy on his last breath. 34 HP to burst 2 of Nebula. Oh, he's going to be caught with the turret in hand. Jesse takes him out. 6 rounds now for Nebula. A huge play from Minimize to hold it. Devour. A cheeky little 2. Gun here, says Jesse. Ghost for Devour. Now 9 and 11. Maz, though, we have to keep our eye out. 17 and 8. Has the knives already available. And they have guns available here. This is bonus for Nebula. They've taken the first 2. But what can you do? You're going to push through the B side here, and they're going to be shock darted. Doing some damage, looking for it, and then trying to flush. Gate crash is being followed by Snowy. And it's been taken. Minimize is just a freebie given up to the side. Oh. Pigeon. Minimize. Calling him a cheater. I don't think he's a cheater. I just think he knows how to play against Yoru. And that's the problem, I guess, with Yoru. You try and go for some very cheeky little teleports with the gate crash. It doesn't really pay off, and you're really forced into a bit of a rough situation in 4v5 early on. Ronan. Oh my god. Tax. Not a chance he lived there. No, playing the door, playing close. Mundy gonna shut it. He's gonna go for the peek. A bit of a brave play from Mundy. And now the side of Nebula, they go for the retake. Issa able to take 1. Knives come out. Royals trying to find his shot. Issa taken. Now it's the knives from Mazza. Needs to find their mark. He needs to find the heads. He's tagged him half. Both. Wallbang shot from Mazza. Looking for the next here on the Royals. He needs to make it happen. He doesn't quite find it. He misses it. He dashes out in the open. And Royals is going to take that kill. Take another round. Steals away bonus for the side of Nebula. And that is so unfortunate to see there from Mazza, the debut game. And still a bit of nerves being put in play.
BYB fam, goes Astral to do them Astral Guardian things I do.
I'm doing Astral Guardian things. Royals with a massive, massive play. For the moment. 7 for Nebula. Now to the 8 of Pigeon. This game gotten a little bit more interesting, it would seem. Nebula have turned up to their defense side. They've turned up in full force. Snowy going for the peek. He hasn't even put the screens out. A shot into Minimize. It's only a tag. And it's not even all too much. Minimize taking a wallbang one. Peekaboo. Snowy just loses his mind, it would seem. Hunter's Fury being popped. Was that from Issa? Issa popping the Hunter's Fury. Shock Dart goes to spawn. That does some hefty damage. Issa, you cheeky little devil, you. Putting in the util. Dropping the players low. The heal comes out. They're not going to spot for Ronin in logs. This is a very aggressive position being taken from him. This is a very aggressive little lurk that he's got going on. Still Jesse and Minimize over at this site. They've got Devour to help him out. Pick Ronin. Able to find it. Gate crash in the site though. 19 points of HP. He's going to go for the jump up to lane. He's going to find the first on the east side. Catches him unaware. Blind side out though. Mundy hits the shot. Ronin looking for a little bit more. Drops the stim. Looks to play close range with the Spectre. It pays off here. So they're going to try and get the spike down. 18 seconds on the clock. Ronin needs to find his first kill. He's only going to find the first. Mundy going to get the spike down. Mazza in the market. Needs to go big on his promise. Rolls and Tax on the approach. Mazza just needs to play cautious. He just needs to wait for the right opportunity to pounce. The corner not checked. This time it's just gun retrieved. Its operator picked up. Now Royal's trying to force his way into the site. Picked up by the turret. Mundy back site. And Maz just chilling. Mundy takes it. Takes a 9th on the board. Very well played from Mundy. Very well played from Maz again. Maz will do no wrong in this first opening game. 19-9. Bit of an OG. If you don't know, used to play, I believe, for the Paradox roster way back. Found himself out of that roster and in this one, and definitely looking to steal away that Vodafone MVP award. 19-9 so far. But I have to say Ronin as well is impressing me. Brimstone, not a pick you normally see on a map like Ascent. And, well, it seemed Tax has lost his mind. He goes deep for it. Hunter's Fury comes out from Jesse. Not quite able to land any shots. They're all dodged by Pigeon. Nebula. What has happened here? They know there's got to be a player in wide. Our drone comes out. Royal takes Ronin. Snowy, though, going to check. He knows how they try to play it. Lockdown comes in. Wall going to be put in play. And now the beat comes in. It's the shot from Issa, though. As they enter this A site, they stroll themselves in. Shock Dart timed. Does a bit of damage. Jesse, though, is snuck out. Jesse up in heaven. He's taking 2 on a Mundy. Now Issa, though, has the wallbang shot. It's up to Royals. Now in a 1v2. Can't quite find the second. Issa holds it down. Chaotic rounds yet again. 10 rounds, though, on the board here by Pigeon Esports. And what a debut it has been so far for this new look roster. That is Pigeon Esports.
Anyone have funds to spare?
Anyone have money to buy? Nebula, they don't quite have the luxury of cash. You can see a few ultimates almost available as well here for the side of Pigeon Esports. Orbital and Viper's Pit for the moment. And you can see a bit of a brave push being put into play here. Minimize. I look to take that gate crash in just a second. It'll be an interesting one. We look to see where that gate crash goes. Wall up to B immediately. Our drone from Issa takes flight. Sees one CHC. But he's got to know there's a player logs. Devour played it last round. He's not checked, though, at the moment. They're going to walk up. They're not going to check him. Devour is in logs, and there you go. The call comes in. The push comes in, though. It's push come to shove. It's everybody here from the side of Nebula for the read's sake. They found themselves trying to get into the site, but they're shut down completely. Pigeon. A little bit pigeonholed in their approach. Now it's only Maz and Mundy versus the 5 of Nebula. Have retrieved themselves guns as well. They've got a few Vandals to work with. Phantom as well. Mundy. Got a bit to work with. Sneak. Out from Jesse. It's being held by Maz, though. This is very smart from Maz. The timing doesn't really favor him. He's called Mundy to go for the plant. He's wrapped up through short. Mundy's going to have to take this alone. Maybe try and steal away some guns? Yeah, Mundy's not going to go for the plant. 2 dropped in the site. And they're going to be very, very worrying what's going on. Maz takes a kill. Going to be starred vulnerable.
Last player
Going to be taken out by Minimize. Thrifty round goes the hands of Nebula. They steal away an eco round inside a Pigeon. This is a bit of a chaotic way to take the late stage of this half. 10-8. It's still double digits here and 2 away from a coveted match point in this first map, and it's crazy. Tax 3-17. Not used to the jet play, it would seem. Fire to come in. Knives available now for the Dimensional Drift, and Cosmic Divide available for Minimize and Royals. Look to put it into play. Res 2 if they want to do so. Gate Crash taking a B. It's very nicely faked. It actually catches potential player off guard. Dash. Swarm Grenade out. Star put in play. Bit of a chaotic take. Wall goes up. Gonna be pew-pewed out by Mundy and his cohort. The wrap is coming in from Minimize in hot pursuit. He's gonna go for the Gate Crash. This is where the Yoru comes into play. Gate Crash is also important. Snowy, is he gonna be cautious though? Minimize takes one and gets out for free. Gate Crash towards the back of B. Issa gonna be taken towards the back of A main. Gun tossed over, picked up here. Knives in play. Mundy is traded out to the Phantom. Doesn't favor himself a Guardian player. And all the footsteps are being heard. This is a very unfortunate turn of events here. Knives come out. They are going to land point blank on a Minimize. Drops in, trades gun out. And now everything being put into play for this post plant. Spike going to go for the wallbang plant. And it's going to be 3 in the site here for Pigeon. 4 on the retake for Nebula. They have the orbital for Ronan if he wants to use it. Cosmic Divide comes out. And Ronan's going to tuck back into it. He's got the orbital ready to play, and that denies the stairs peak. It's going to have to be all up through the laneway. And up through the play they go. They find Ronan. Take it out. Now 2 more to deal with. Mundy in the smoke. Cosmic Divide hasn't heard the tap, but it is going to go for the peak. Mazza goes for the same fates. Cosmic Divide. Very well played here by Rolls. Bit of an interesting orbital there from Pigeon Esports. It's now 9 on the board for Nebula. Still in good form in this half. Forced to come out from the operator. Mazza still wants to put that in play and still try to use it. You know, looking at a name like Pigeon Esports, I've definitely earned probably a ton of fans this evening. The old Bandits roster. He's going for the scan. Oh my god, though. Shot from Tax. That's what he needs. Instilling himself with a little bit of confidence. He's going deeper into the paint. He's looking for the shot onto Mazza. He's going to find it. He sees Issa. Snowy takes one on sight. Snowy's looking for another on the Minimize. Just a second, he's wrapped completely. Snowy, you cheeky little devil, in sight now. Does he know Royals is up in heaven? No. What is going on right now? From both sides. It's now Issa. It's Mundy. Snowy had all the position there to really set this round up for Pigeon. And they're going to go for the 2 down short push. Mundy knows it too. Peak. Oh my god. Tax. Nails another. He's instilled with confidence. He's instilled with knives. He's instilled with a 4K. Tax. Ecstatic about that one. 10 double digits for the side of Nebula. Tax is back on the board. He's back in the game. Welcome back, Senior Tax. 10-10. Double digits. Ults available now for Tax, Jesse, and Minimize. Ultimates available for Snowy, Issa. 1 ult advantage for Nebula. For the moment. We've left Mundy on the lurk. They have to be cautious of this mid push from Tax. He's going very deep through that smoke. He's on the other end of it. He's just hiding out, biding his opportunity. He knows there's going to be a player up short in just a second. Once this smoke goes down, it is going to be a bloodbath. He's got the crossfire set up by Devour. Hunter's Fury being pulled by Issa. Mundy not going to expect attacks with the pounce. And the opportunity to back off. Ronin, though. Answers it back. Very good answer here from Pigeon. You saw the Hunter's Fury being popped. Or the side of Nebula. Wall goes up B. Still trying to play with it. Royals, Devour, they're still thinking about it. Short push to come in here for Ronin. Smokes Heaven, smokes Garden, I expect to see from him. Slow. But calm. Royals. Hunter's Fury. Pulled by Issa. Looking to nail one, and he's looking to find it. He's going to get Devour. Taken apart, though. Royals from Heaven able to take one back. Ronin able to take it back in return, though. Very quick and very smart call here from the side of Pigeon to try and take this site. Minimize is looking for a flash out. He's looking for a teleport in. He's looking to drop into the site, but Ronin takes them all. Sharp stuff from Ronin in that round. A crucial trade kill. Lands a crucial few more. 11 now on the board for Pigeon. This game continues to deliver with action. Both teams in a bit of a rebuild of their rosters, but still fighting for the opportunity. You can see very close seams. Gun comes out and a missed opportunity. Tax, you hate to see it. Minimize, he's looking for it. Snowy, he knows it, but he doesn't have the right angle. Shots come out. Ronin able to answer back, and an aggressive fight goes to the favor of Pigeon. 11 on the board for the 10 of Nebula. Shock darts. Close range. All's over at that B site. Well, they could rotate out here. Ronin, oh, he could be catching Jesse in just a second. The timing's all too great. Cross is all too great, though. From Jesse, he's going to be wallbanged. He's been spotted. Shot to come out. He nails one on a Ronin, but it's immediately traded by Mazza. Over at the other side of things, it's double stack at this A site, and they don't know it here. From the side of Pigeon, they could rotate to B in a moment's notice here. Devour's walking out. This is so nice, and the timing. Nebula, they're not going to expect it. That Pigeon, they've just sat back A main. They're looking for now the take on in. That's all on the cards. No ultimate available for Mundy. The rotate back in. Devour and Rel's expect it to be the B site take, but it's the A site play. Goes Cosmic. Looks for the stars in play. Spike gonna go down. Shot gonna go to Issa. Shot comes out from Mazza, though, a very crucial one. As Rel's looking for the peek. Abu, the turret, is gonna spot him. Mundy sees the head. Mazza comes out for the peek, and it's Mazza again to deliver on a multi-frag round. Pigeon, the upstarts, the rebuild roster, the revolving door that is this old Bandits roster. Pigeon now with match point against a revered team like Nebula, who are still trying to find it themselves as well. This has been a battle of the ages. This has been a battle of the Sharpies. Ultimates available here for Mundy and Ronin now. 2 off the knives from Mazza, 2 off the Cosmic from Royals. Dimensional Drift available here. Pete goes towards B main. They're looking to take fights early. They're trying to win him out, though. It's Snowy to win it out, though. Minimize goes deep in middle. He's looking for a shot in the connector. He finds it. He's traded, and he's out completely. Minimize. That's what you want to see if you're a Yoru player. That's what you want to see if you're a Yoru fan. A very sharp aggression, catching Pigeon off guard. 3 of them dead to right. Soon to be another in just a second. Mazza has made his way up through short. And Snowy maybe caught on setting up the util again. This is also very, very rough. Now, the rotation over. Gonna go to be Pigeon. What? Smart call. Nebula. They're just gonna play for the retake. They have to. Spike goes down. 2 off the knives. 2 updrafts available still here. They're gonna play in the back of the boathouse. Rels. 2 off the Cosmic Divide. It's when Nebula can secure some very hefty ultimates. Devours 3 off the res. Blindside goes out. Gate Crash goes in. It's going to be up to the hold. Issa has high Aldrone over and sees player potentially. The Gravity Well comes in. He's slowed for the moment. Issa, though, sees the lane peek. He sees another. Issa closes it out in convincing fashion.